Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 5 of season 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Last episode was interesting. We had a good start, literally a very good start. It was hyper. The wolves, boom, they come smashing through the window where Marcel is chilling with his new little vampire gang that he's creating across the other side of the city. You know, they're not actually inside the quarter yet. Esther, she's still going after them. She hired the werewolves to go in, send a threat, said, look, mate, your privileges here have been revoked. Better get gone, mate. Next time I'm back, you better be gone. Now, it's interesting because this guy who actually spoke up for the wolves, yeah, I'm not too sure what his name is, but later on in the episode, you know, Finn, he's acquired all the young boys, the young wolves. Actually, I don't even know if it was just the boys. It might be the male and female wolves, the kids. Basically, he was saying, look, later on, we're going to go out, we're going to kill people, mate. We're going to activate your gene, we're going to activate your gift, and you're going to become part of the pack. Well, obviously, some people, they didn't agree with that. They were scared. This guy who actually went in and made the threats for Esther at the start, he was disappointed. One of his brothers, his little brothers, was actually part of this pack. Now, he later on went back to Marcel, said, look, mate, I need your help. I'm sorry, you know. Actually, he went to Elijah. He was like, look, I know we come in, we made the threats, but I really need you to help. They've got my brother, they're going to do this, they're going to go and kill some innocents. Well, it was interesting because at that time he entered, Elijah and G, they was getting quite close, to be honest. I liked it. He was teaching her how to fight, and they have really good chemistry. Personally, I think they've got some good chemistry. You know, she was like, mate, why the hell am I inside with this boring teacher, stroppy one, while everyone is outside with a fun one, obviously referencing Marcel. And, you know, Elijah's just, every time, you know, mate, when Elijah takes his jacket off, you know something's about to get serious. And, I mean, obviously, it wasn't as serious with them, but he's got his jacket took off, mate. He's like, pow, 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 doing his little karate skills or whatever it is, and he's teaching her, and he was like pinned up against the wall. He was like, go for the heart, mate. She'd like zoomed in, she went to grab it, and he was like, now, you know, you got to be strong, yank it out. But obviously a Haley come with this guy, and he made the case. But I do like the connection when she had him pinned up at the wall. She was looking in his eyes. I was like, oh, get in there, mate. You know, if Elijah's not going to end up with Haley, then boom, mate, give me G, because she seems very good, and I like it. She's actually catching a little bit of feels for Elijah, because obviously later on in the episode, when he was executing their plan to get the young kids away from obviously Esther and the wolves, they done, well, it was good actually, they done a diversion. So they went two separate ways. Ollie and Elijah went one way, and obviously Haley and Josh took them another way. And obviously Haley and Josh managed to successfully take them to Marcel, get them in the back of an ambulance, it looked like, and then boom, mate, took them to safety. While obviously Elijah and Ollie were stuck in like a car park or something, and all the wolves come, and Elijah was like, look, mate, done you over, the kids are not here. And this guy was like, well, you know, the thing is that you need to understand this, Esther doesn't never cared about the kids. Literally, she's only caring about kids. We're after you. And then obviously he took his jacket off again. You know, that shit's getting serious, mate. And he's like, look, I told my friend that I wouldn't hurt any of a pack, but this is my offer to you. You can either leave now and I'll keep that promise, or you can stay, and sadly I'm gonna have to go against it. Well, obviously they didn't back down. Sadly for us though, we didn't get to see the fight, which does disappoint me. But what I do like is obviously when we cut back to them, they was all on the floor. Ollie had some guy's arm, launched it. You know, they had blood all over them, successfully won that battle. Now, Elijah was talking, Finn come in, he was moaning, he was going like, yeah, you know, obviously what he's doing, like, why are you doing this, X, Y, and Z? And then boom, mate, Elijah gets stabbed in the back. Who was it? Esther, she's took him down, and then he disappeared for the rest of that episode. Now, obviously, we had Klaus, while all this was going on, going after Mikael. He done a locator spell, he found out that Davina, actually didn't do a locator spell, he just used his common knowledge, smart, you know, skills, that Davina, she's escaped town. Where could she possibly be? Well, her family's got a cabin in the woods. Searched it, went there, looked around, nobody there. Smart, he's seen it before. He's seen a staff or one of these poles that obviously Mikael has been using to teach what's she called, Davina, a bit of fighting, while he's obviously been trying to keep fit himself. He carved what would you call it, like a family crest, a pack thing, or whatever you want to call it, into the thing, so he knew he was there. Through the window. Caleb was inside as well. Davina got knocked out. Mikael said, look, you better release me now. Caleb done it. He done the spell, activated the bracelet. He went outside. They had a good fight. And, mate, Klaus ended up winning. put Papa Tunde's blade inside of him, went inside Michael, left him incapacitated on the floor, and instead of actually killing him, right, showing him a bit of mercy, he listened, mate. He listened to CAMI, which is bad. I mean, not all the time it's bad, but just in this situation. He's been running for Michael for 1,000 years, and he had a chance to actually put this problem to bed, put being scared away, you know, get rid of all this mess that he's left himself in. And he threw him into the car. He was like, look, get him in the boot, we'll take him somewhere. Well, guess what? Threw him in the boot. As soon as that was shut, Michael awoke, yanked that dagger out of him. You know what? It shows that Michael is such a strong guy, man. The guy got bit of werewolf venom. Guy's fighting through it real easy. You know, he's not actually... Have you seen it when... even when Elijah got bit, yeah, he was still suffering, but not Michael. And he's been hit off this Papa Tunde blade, you know. Everyone else has been incapacitated. Even Klaus, yeah, but not Michael. Again, he's managed to pull it out of him. So the guy's an absolute true warrior, and I do enjoy him in the show. I actually do not want him to die, personally. Maybe later on, but right now, he's just making everything better, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's where all their stories conclude. And then, obviously, right at the end, obviously, G was like, look, where's Elijah? You know, I'm worried about him. That's what I like to see, mate. Worried about my boy. Yeah, Haley was like, look, don't worry about him, mate. Elijah can handle himself. When he couldn't, actually, because he was tied up, because Esther's got him like this. And she's like, look, you know, I'm going to have to, I want my family back. I want to reunite you. But first, I've got to cure you from this shitty vampirism. That's literally basically what she said. Not in those entire words. But then... we also had Josh meeting this werewolf guy in the bar. I don't know, let's call it Tinder, dating.com, or whatever's, mate. They've been talking, and they actually met up, and they was like, look, you know, let's pretend I'm not a vampire, you're not a werewolf, and we just be ourselves. And he's like, I like that. And then obviously they had like a little date, and then we finished. So that's it. Hopefully that was a good recap of the last episode. If you guys do enjoy today, please smash the like and the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, yes, look at Elijah, mate. Is that Haley? Oh, I'll just kill her anyway. Don't know what this is, but just smoke her. Was that Catherine?
My chains don't break so easily. You were screaming. We have much to discuss.
I liked that start.
You dreaming about ripping apart when you woke her up? Was it your new little plaything, Haley? I want you to rejoin our family. Take the body of a mortal. We can all be happy again.
No, you can be happy.
Start over.
Let me go now.
I know more about the secrets you carry than you do. I can begin with the first little butterfly you destroyed. You remember her, the doppelganger, Tatia. I need to show you the monster you really are. When I do, beg for salvation. All women envied her. All men wanted her.
You're not telling me you came to save Loki the pig.
No, I'm afraid Loki the pig is just to be food.
I was fated to throw myself on a pyre after my husband died in battle. I did not, and I chose to give my heart once more. I choose you, Elijah. You choose to have our first kiss where your mother slaughters the pigs.
It's not us, mate.
Seems one's fate can change.
A brief moment of happiness.
A tragic end came when you drained her body of blood.
Actually, Elijah, your memory doesn't serve you at all.
Oh, can I just say, right, it's so good to see, like, I'm just going to call her Elena, because that's what she is to me. Every time, if I watch her in another show now, it's Elena. See her in here, mate. Like, I think Elena looked well pretty then, dressed up then. I do kind of love Viking styles. Like, have you ever seen Vikings? Literally, what's she called now? Lagerford. She looks sick, mate. When she's, they always have the hair tied up well good. I think Elena looks great in there. I know we've seen it with Elijah later on in the Vampire Diaries with when she was Catherine, and I did even when they were together, I was like, what, them together, that looks mad. You know what I mean? Just seeing them physically kiss, I think it's just like madness. So obviously seeing them here again as well in my head, I just think, whoa, that's mad. But it's interesting, isn't it? So I'm assuming that obviously for all these years, Elijah thinks that his mum has killed her, but seeing the start of that episode, it might be when he first transitioned and he was the one that actually slaughtered her, which would be a good twist. But that still wouldn't make me go, oh shit, yeah, I am a bad guy. Come on, take me to being a witch now.
Back to huff and puff and blow the house down.
I promised not to kill Davina. I said nothing of this insolence, so...
A minute ago, you had the opportunity to kill your father with this thing, and you didn't. You're not going to kill this kid with it either.
Yeah, let's give it a cam.
Look at the car. Let's take her to hospital.
She's getting done in off Michael.
You know, ever since my dinner with my mother and Finn, I've been wondering when you might make an appearance. Cole.
Hello, brother.
I'm making all the wrong friends, and I've half a mind to show you how wrong you are.
Your little blonde friend told you to leave me alone. Does she take one of those little plastic baggies out when she takes you for a walk?
And I am going to kill him after all.
Klaus, that's on you, man. You should have killed him ages ago.
Right, wake her up. Tell her to get Michael back here now.
Michael, he's probably jonesing for a restorative snack about now. It's a shame for you to find, CAMI, is it? Nothing more than a bloodless husk.
We're not done, you and I.
Really useful if you woke up about now.
Oh, here we go.
Did you have to do that?
Do you have the white oak steak?
I'm keeping an eye on Davina. She's working on a spell to unlink her mates from Klaus's sire line so that she can kill him without them dying too. She's joined Mother's linking and sire bond spells in reverse.
Work harder.
Mother needs Klaus alive. You either kill the girl's spell or you kill that girl.
Seeing the kind of pain that blade causes.
I have thought through more pain than anyone. You, my dear, are leverage. I shall end him.
This is crazy. You're obsessing over the death of someone whose fatal flaw is he was fathered by another guy.
Hush!
It makes you laugh, Michael.
What have we here? Hillbilly Halloween.
Use Kandahar root as a binder.
What happened?
Davina, you're awake. Starting to freak out. You okay? I'm starting to question the company that you keep.
The white oak steak?
The serial killer one took it.
If Michael's free, he can kill Klaus. And then my friends die too.
Michael's been trying to kill Klaus for eons. How are you going to stop him?
I need to finish my spell now.
See, if I was him, I'd just be like, look, mate, I unlinked you. You know, he was about to kill me. See, I was trying to save my own ass. I unlinked you. I do apologise. Didn't really know who he is. Don't know who he is. All I know is I come here with you. I didn't want to leave dead. You know, I think that's pretty good explanation for me to literally say why he's out there.
Maybe the vampires and us free wolves can work together after all.
Thank Elijah.
I would have, but I can't get a hold of him. I mean, we haven't really been on the best terms lately. He wouldn't just disappear, though. Couldn't track down Oliver either.
Where are you going?
To find them.
It's been hours since you fed. We tried to make you children strong, but instead we cursed you all.
Brother. What am I? How many?
6. You tore them apart as though they were nothing at all. What have I become? You seem like the wolves of the village. Affliction can only be passed by a certain kind of conception.
Do you share this affliction? No. He is not my father, is he?
This changes nothing.
I compelled Tati to forget what she saw, and she did.
Still thought there weren't lines you wouldn't cross. I always thought you would protect her.
I didn't hurt her. I could not.
But you did. It is time now for you to remember it all.
Run.
A predator. And she became your prey.
You murdered her for her blood, and you used it to cripple Klaus for centuries.
All you have to do is remember.
It's interesting. What I would like to know is if it did happen or if she's putting it in his head. Do you know what I mean? Because he's in a situation now where he's second guessing himself. And what's right, what's true and what's not. Do you know what I mean? We're in that position as well. Obviously, like, I'm going to take it for face value that he did kill her, but I would, if I was always in one of those positions, definitely working around witches and magic, and we see that people can get in and out of people's head and manipulate them, that I would still be second guessing if what has been relayed to me is actually the correct bit of information. Oh, check all these.
Soon you will know the taste of white oak as it pierces your heart.
Enjoy the theatrics. I only delay the inevitable.
Combine a nodding spell with a sire bond spell. You have to combine them the right way. I can give you a list of people who have underestimated me.
Well, perhaps I should help you.
It's not just saying the spells backwards, it's changing the verb tense into...
Nemo, Anna are both pretty good at what I do.
I used to try to convince Klaus that there was good in everyone.
Niklaus was born, I was overjoyed. And when I found out that he wasn't really my son, my relief, glorious youngest son, Henrik, and he was torn apart. He murdered my wife, his own mother. You defend him.
Bloodshed in your family does not have to be an endless cycle. Your violence is pointless.
In times of need, even the devil eats flies.
Let me fucking give this guy a round of applause. He's actually sick, mate. I think Michael is so good. I actually love him, me. I actually do love him. He's transitioned me around so much, man. Literally, season 1, oh, I hate you, Michael. You're an absolute arsehole. Literally. Season 2, I'm like, yes, Michael, mate. What a beast. Like, I'm loving your acting. Don't die. You know what I mean? So fast how you can change, like, once you just watch somebody and you give him the time to literally excel. All I see, right, is every time Michael's in a scene, he just gets better and better and better and better and better. Now, do I always agree in everything that he does? No, I don't. But do I think he's sick? Dead right, I do. But I just think he's really good, me. I'll tell you what, CAMI's good as well. She's always good at the emotional scenes, literally. And you know, when you listen to Michael and the reasons why he dislikes Klaus, Usually you think it's, oh, you just hate him because he's not your son and he's a werewolf. You know, that's the whole thing that I've from since his anger has been introduced. That's literally the main reason why I thought he disliked him. But the guy just laid loads of stuff out, and it's like, okay, at least you got more than one reason. You got like a little foundation of your hatred. So I do like it. More information. I thought his acting was really good then. Literally, really, really good.
I'm a tad busy. What is it, Haley?
Something has happened to Elijah.
More pressing matters at the moment. Davina had Mikael on a magical leash, and it broke. Now Mikael has Tunde's blade, the White Oak Stake, and CAMI. And if you do find my brother, please tell him I could do with a hand.
We have to get this right. Josh and Marcel, their lives depend on it. I'll chant and tune your power.
I've been wondering when you might make an appearance, Cole.
You're one of them. Liar! My friends are gonna die because of you.
My mother said, kill the spell or kill her. You don't disobey Mother Dearest without some consequences.
I had him under control.
Yeah, right up until the point you didn't, which is when he threatened me. He wanted freedom, so I freed him.
You deactivated my bracelet. How?
I know a little something about creating and destroying him.
You're distorting my memory. It was you who killed Tatia. You can't rewrite history.
When you became yourself again, you brought it to me. I told you that I could help make it all go away. And then I said to you, you will not suffer from this memory. I told you to clean yourself up. If you were clean, no one would know what you are or what you've done. That as long as your suit was immaculate and your hands clean, all okay.
Stop!
How long before it's your beloved Haley's corpse behind that door? I am here to fix you.
She's interesting. She actually is interesting. Now, in terms of, let's just dive over to the Davina situation. She can't be pissed that Caleb, Cole, whatever, let Michael go. Because like I said, mate, when I was saying, look, just tell her that you had deactivated the bracelet, you was trying to save your own ass, you know? Literally, basically, that's what his excuse was to her. I had Michael under control. Well, you did, yeah, but then when he started to try and kill me, you didn't. And I wanted to save my own ass, so I let him go, mate. You know? So that's interesting. And it's facts, though. It is facts. And to be honest, he said he's got loads of reasons to hate his family just as much now. Personally, what I've seen, probably he has got a couple of reasons against Klaus and that. I would kind of like to know his reasons against his mum and his dad and the rest of his siblings. Because obviously, we know Klaus daggered him. And, well, Elijah was kind of part of it as well when he was kind of taking, you know, working with Marcel, and they chose to save Marcel kind of than him, you know, when they put him in the box when he was doing the Shakespeare thing. So I get that, but in terms of his mum and his dad, I would like to know where his relationship differed there, because Michael screaming before, he was saying, look, you know, he never really said he hated all his family. He was saying that the reason why he hated Klaus was because he made him lose his family. Do you know what I mean? So that's interesting. And then this side as well, Elijah, yeah, he obviously killed Tatiana, whatever it was, and she's saying that she helped him. And first of all, he put one body behind the door and it was fine, and he wears his suit, and he's thinking that, you know, if you look clean and immaculate, that no one's ever going to see the blood in his hands. I like that analogy. It makes total sense, really, if you compare it and you actually look at the situation.
Leading power from a dark object is tricky, so it does help to know what kind of object it is.
The White Oak Stake.
Too powerful. Well, you can't just drain it. Best you can hope for is to disable it, but just for a bit.
You may have messed with my bracelet. I made sure months ago that I would always be able to find Michael.
You're gonna pay for hurting her.
The cur whines for its bitch.
The only way that we can do this is if we work together. Take my power. Channel me.
Oh. This is good. He's waiting for him to set on fire, isn't he? Yeah, there we go.
Burn! Return the power to the stake!
Stay the hell away from us. I'll kill you myself.
Yeah, sure you will.
Heart.
Go on, Marcel. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Look at this, mate.
Find me when you don't have fools, women and children fighting your battle.
I do like it. Look at that, right? I get it, but he's just like, look, mate, I want to kill you. You don't want to kill me, yeah? Let's fight like men, one-on-one, mate. Don't need all that stupid fucking army behind you. I know, I'll lose if I do that. I'm here to fight you, nobody else. One-on-one, come fight. It's like, come meet me in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Let's me and you outside now. Come on, I'm ready. And then you turn up about 500 people and you're just like, nah, I said me and you, mate. Not me and you and the whole fucking gang behind you. So I do like it. You know, I like Michael. It was a good fight scene. I enjoy that. You know, it makes me think the more we get, the longer he's alive, the more fights we're going to get, the more enjoyment I'm going to get, the more exciting the episodes are going to be. I have no complaints.
You are lucky to be alive, young lady. You want to tell me what the hell you were thinking?
I just saved Klaus's life trying to protect you.
Yeah, from a psycho vampire hunter that you brought back to
All right,
life.
enough. I mean, we're all friends here, aren't we? We should get out of here. My brother's not the forgiving kind, even if you did help out back there.
I'm not afraid of him.
He's going
I'm
to
out
take
to get
it.
even with Klaus, and you're gonna help me.
You pulled the stake out in the nick of time.
The least I could do for telling you not to kill that bastard the first chance you had.
In 1,000 years, I think it's the first time I've seen him run. Appreciate your assistance.
Well, hey, you die, I die.
Facts.
We have another problem.
You will hang here, remembering. You will be ripped of your strength. You will reconsider my offer.
Yes, Taylor.
I would have ripped her heart out, but she would have just body jumped.
Check this.
I crave you.
I'm not afraid.
Innit? Kiss him instead and get the blood. Yeah, I love it.
What'd you do to him?
I let him dream. And by the time he wakes, he will know the only way to find peace my way.
Oh, that was good actually. I definitely thought that she come in and saved him because they said that she keep, you know, Marcel said, don't you keep tabs on Elijah? And I thought like she'd just maybe done some shit to him and found him. But it's interesting, she's put him like in a sleep and he's dreaming. Now, like I said, if Elijah's not going to be with Haley, I want him to be with G. But if he can be with Haley, I'd love him to be with Haley because I think they're great. I liked that scene where he was kissing. It was hot, mate. And Elijah's sick. And do you know when Elijah was there and she was like, mate, you going to give in or something? I was thinking, no fucking chance Elijah's giving in, mate. No matter how weak you get in, the guy's going to always fucking come out and talk because that's what he is, mate. He's a beast. But I'd like to see him go down to his weakest. But I don't know. I'm one of them people, right, that like, I do like twists and turns and I like it like when people transition over from, say, being a vampire, so to speak, into being a different supernatural. So like when Catherine was a vampire turned to a human, and obviously like when these originals here, so you got Finn, Cole and the mum, they've turned into witches. I like it. Do you know the reason why I do like it? Is because they're not main characters and it doesn't affect me much. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they're bit part players, let's call them that, yeah. And the transition change, it's interesting. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I like that. You know, Silas, obviously, I knew he'd never stay in the Vampire Diaries forever. So when he transitioned over into a witch for a while, I was like, that's good to see. I'm enjoying it. I get the visual of Stefan being a witch, but it's not actually Stefan. So I'm enjoying it. And it's like here, if we ever get Elijah, Klaus, or anyone losing the vampirism, the same with Damon and Stefan, I've always been consistent with this, the show will bore me a bit. Do you know what I mean? I'll lose my interest in it because this is why I watch the show. I don't watch the show for Elijah to be a witch. I watch him to be a vampire, to be who he is, to be in his suit, to kill people, and then wash away it all and look pristine like it's never happened. That's the Elijah I want. That's why I watch the originals. That's why I watch the Vampire Diaries with Stefan and Damon. Not for them to be transitioned into a different supernatural to be who they are. So it's good. Like, so if he does end up changing over, which I don't believe, I'm just saying it, you know, what if? You know, you got to always go through those scenarios. But I'll be fuming, literally. But I'm not fuming if Davina or anyone like that changes, you know. All them characters over there who are not really our main guys, our T. Michelson, you know, they can all change because that's where we get the good different parts of the show because we've got our main guys, the ones that we love, and then we've got everybody else being different things, wolves, you know, witches, your hybrids, you know, we got a tribrid who's still not in the show yet. I wonder how old she is. I wonder how far in the future, do you know what I mean? I wonder how Rebecca and how Hope are doing. I'd like to see that as well. So it's good. It is good. Do you know what's funny is like I'm really warming up to Michael and I'm really disliking the mum Esther. How interesting is that? I would never have thought that. So it's really good. And that's gonna wrap up today's video. Like I say, there, really interesting ending. I liked it. I mean, I've got to say, I really enjoy Michael. I think that having him in the show in the last few episodes has really made it more entertaining. There's been so much action, so much fighting. I think the acting has been literally stepped up from everybody. Because I think the scenes that he's in, he's intense, which means everybody else around him is more intense as well. The more emotions are on show. You see him when he's shouting, like all his faces in anguish, he's spitting out his mouth, you know. I mean, obviously he's not meaning to do that, but you can see the whole commitment that the guy's doing into the scene. And, you know, the guy's not messing about. He's here to make, he's one of them guys, right? Like, he's not in every episode, but when he's here, he makes a statement. He's here for a good time, not a long time. And I do you know what? I agree with him. Yeah, bouncing at the end, you know. I don't think that's a sign of weakness from Michael. You know, you might say, oh, I've never seen him run in my life from anyone, mate. Well, that's because he's got now 2 witches, like 3 vampires, 1 human, and literally 1 wolf there trying to fight him. It's not a fair fight. Yeah, obviously he's a vampire slayer and he comes after you, but, you know, the guy's not stupid. He knows how strong you are, and he's not going to take you all down at once. He's going to get overwhelmed. It's like when you get in a fight, yeah, no matter how strong somebody is, you get more and more numbers there. It's a numbers game, yeah. It's not about the abilities, it's about your numbers. And obviously he's just said, look, when you want to take me out, yeah, come find me with yourself, because I'll come find you with myself as well. I don't need a big gang, you know. I'm a soul slayer. I don't have a team coming around. I meet my people face to face and I take them out. If you want to take me out, come meet me outside now. You know, he didn't say outside now, he just bounced, but you know what I'm getting at. So I don't think it is a sign of weakness at all, and he overcome Klaus and actually was more stronger, which I do like. You know, no matter how strong Klaus is. And he even said that when he got him on the floor and he was fighting him. He was like, didn't expect me to be this strong, did you, mate? But he still come on top. Even though he obviously had the witches against him, he still managed to stab Klaus. I do like how obviously he was on the floor and he wasn't dead. And I noticed myself, like, yeah, I know he's not dead because he's not on fire. You know, I didn't think in my head, look, he's not dead because they're doing the spell. I was thinking, yes, mate. In my head, I got it right. Usually when he gets stabbed, they burn. And he's like, he's not dead. If he was dead, he'd burn, you know. He's gone for it. He's gone to try and look. And I like how CAMI's over as well, pulled it out. She's kind of saved him. She rectified a wrong, so to speak, by saying, don't kill him. And now, you know, she's like, no, I can't let you die because it would have been my mistake. They're telling you that. So boom, get it out, go after him. I do enjoy it. Like I said, with the Caleb and the Davina situation, she can't really blame him for letting Michael out because she thinks that she's got everything under control. Let's be honest, she has nothing under control. She actually doesn't have anything under control. What she has under control is that she's strong, and she is strong. And let's not deny that. She's really clever at doing these spells, doing them backwards, so that people can't unlink them because she said it in a different, so let's just say a different language, because she's done it in a reverse, which is so clever. And she's really strong. As a character, she's a strong witch. But as like a smart, that's it. Is she strong? Yeah. Is she smart? No, mate. She is not smart at all. The fact is, yeah, she's blaming everyone for, oh, you let Michael out, X, Y, Z. No, you're the one that brought Michael into the present, yeah? You're the one that thought you could control, like, the scariest weapon pretty much on Earth with the only dagger that could kill an original. You think that you could literally just get him to sing and dance and just sit outside. You know, it's always going to be actions, and you can't blame Caleb Cole for letting him go. The guy's like, I had it under control. Well, you didn't, because as soon as you got knocked out and he come trying to kill me, you know, it became my problem and I let him go. I didn't want to die. So I get where he's coming from. Now, I thought it was interesting right at the very end where she never explained to Marcel when he said, who's this? He just said, it's a friend. Never actually said, look, I'm Cole, you know, because yeah, they know each other, don't they? But he's only known each other from when Marcel was a little kid, like 12 or something, and Cole obviously was older and was referencing back to the Shakespeare episode before, where Cole was being absolute savage, and Klaus and Elijah daggered him in support of Marcel over him. So that's interesting. That is one of the reasons why he's got every intention of going against his family. Now, obviously, Esther wants his white oak steak. Davina's got it. I'm surprised. I'm actually really surprised that they've let Davina leave. They was all there. They know Michael didn't leave with it. How has Davina got her hands on it and managed to successfully go away without anybody saying, what you doing with that? Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's a strange one. But he said that he needs to do it and take it back to his mum, because, you know, you might think that Michael's bad. Mate, she's bad. You know what I mean? You can't cross her. If she wants it, you're getting it. And then obviously we'll flip towards the Elijah situation. I liked him tied up, looked really good. Got a good backstory between how he transitioned and killed the first love of his life, obviously, and the way that obviously he carries himself now in a suit and he's all clean, because obviously that masks the blood that he's been holding. And the red door that the bodies have been piling, and it used to be to hold one person, and now it's full of many victims. And she wants to purify him, she wants to save him, she wants to change him back. So I do like it. To be honest, I don't like Esther, but I do think she's acting really well and it's entertaining. So, thanks for clicking my video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.